What's up, y'all? This the one and only King J, and I'm back with another message, man. And this one, we just gonna speak about, knowing yourself, going into relationships, or starting conversation with individuals you're looking to go into relationships with. Um, so let's get right into it, man. You know, um, I'm in a space, you know, where I understand me well enough to know who I see a future with and who I don't. Um, I do not waste my time and energy on temporary people. I do not scatter myself trying to line up a bunch of women on a roster to deal with them. It is a complete waste of time and energy and money. You're gonna drain yourself a lot doing stuff like that. You won't get further in life, living your life on lining up a bunch of women for dates and stuff like that. I don't do that. Secondly, um, I know what I want and what I don't want. You know, um, the woman that I will commit to will not be one that have ran the streets. um, you know, I won't know any of her people, men that she has ran through. Um, you know, we won't be in the same community or walk in the same community where she done ran through a bunch of them dudes in that community. Um, Not knocking ones that have done it. It's cool. That's your life. You choose how you choose to live it. It is on you. That is your reputation, not mine, or anyone else. So you do what you do. But we get to choose who we want to commit to and not commit to. Um, but yeah, you should know you well enough to not waste your time with certain people and certain energies. All the attention that people seek. Wanting to they say you should go out and casually date. you know, um, First of all, get your life together first. Focus on that. Um, don't go into serial relationship with anyone until you know that this is a future thing with this individual or so forth. Y'all on the same path or similar path. It ain't gotta be exactly the same path. And y'all want the same thing, looking for the same thing, and so forth. Don't fall for somebody pretending to be wanting the same thing as you. Watch how they move. It tells you everything you need to know. Um, you know, um, yes. So once you know what you want and what once you know you well enough, you will know what you want and what you don't want. It's very simple. It's very, 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 very easy if you spend a lot of time with yourself and understand the relationships that you have with everybody. I'm not talking about romantic, just friends, family, you know, co-workers and so forth. Just your relationship with them. You should understand yourself through them. So when you make a choice to want to build with a person, you know, y'all gotta have similar values, one with morals, compass, integrity, you know, and that's what you guys line line up or are in sync with and on the same frequency, you know, in those areas. Um, But yeah, take your time. You know, wasting time with having rosters of bunch of different girls and or for the female bunch of different men. You don't get nowhere in life. Look at your life. It is where it's at because you focusing on trying to hold on to all these people. You put your eggs in. They said don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I'm gonna tell you this. That was a business reference. It has nothing to do with. It had nothing to do with multiple partners. But don't put your egg in nobody one basket. Your eggs, all of them should stay in your basket and you take it out. One egg at a time and share with who you want to share with. Most of you take those eggs and you go put the eggs in that man basket, in that man basket, in that man basket, and then you have to go check it in every time. That's the reason why most of them are in and out of your life because they're having to go to all these places there, put the eggs, and go check in and then leave. Go check in and then leave. And then same thing. Both the men and the women are doing the exact same thing. Okay, they're lining up people and they're doing that. Reach out to these individuals for just to keep tab. Keep that energy in there, in all these areas, all these people. You know what I'm saying? And you check their life, they don't really have much going on because that's their job right there that they're doing. Most of them get money out of these people or use them for something. But yeah, man, I would say don't waste your time, man. People are reckless out here. You know, but it's cool though. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do, man. Information that we put out is just advised for those that want to take it and live by it or not, and it's okay. It's not for everybody, and monogamy is not really for everybody. Some people are not built to be with one person, and that's absolutely fine. Just be honest with yourself and people that you're dealing with. Listen, I just want to have fun. I just want to enjoy myself. Call it that. You ain't gotta go into details. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So be real. It's not for everybody. Not everybody want to settle down and build a family. You know, not everybody wants to do that. Most people just want to party, drink, sex, and repeat that same cycle over and over for the rest of their life. Some of them want to do it until they get to a certain age, then they want to go and settle down. And I'm like, and most of them struggle now because it's like you have destroyed yourself and energy. Now you want to go and settle down with somebody good. No, maybe you should go pick one of those people you ran through or you have them run through you and go settle with them. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to do that. You want to run through your entire life, youth, and everything, and then you want somebody good to come and settle with you. Knowing what you have done. But let's get real out here, man. Um, you know, Again, the relationship thing is not for everybody. Ain't nobody supposed to force that on nobody. No, if you two don't really want the same thing, it's okay. But then again, we can say that, but people don't have any moral compass. They don't care about nothing but themselves. Selfishly, want to take, even though they don't like you, they don't want you, they don't want to do nothing. They just want to just use you. That's all they come for. So you them being honest with you, I don't really, no, they don't want that because they want to use you for specific things, so they'll pretend like they're there for you. This ain't about me, man. Listen, I've been outside of that whole board game, you know. So, but I've had a conversation with people that just going through all these things, and it's just like, yo, I speak about accountability, holding yourself responsible for everything. It's the same thing, man. We just repeat the same thing over and over to people, and hopefully they get it. You know, not too late. You know, you know, the fun, we talked about it, the drinking, the smoking, the sexing, the partying, and then the traveling and the drinking, you know, and come back and repeat that same 5 steps again over and over like it's new, it's new, it's new. You know, but you have to focus on your career and build something for yourself. That's the female and the male. You go to school, study whatever you passionate about, and get your education, and then go get a job, and you be at that job and get yourself stable. Most of you females are dating to find a guy to take care of you, and then when you find this guy that's giving you that time, he figure out that you don't have nothing going on, and then that's the reason why those guys. I think I said this in another video. That's the reason why they treat y'all like crap, because they're like, oh, that's all you want to do is just come here and lay down. Well, okay, I'm gonna control your entire life, and they start telling you all these things to do, and people are mad about it. You know, you won't see a female gonna go, a successful female gonna go waste her time with a loser ass dude. You know what I'm saying? That he ain't got nothing going for himself but looks. You're not gonna see no successful woman gonna go waste her time with a loser. She's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't a successful man to just come wasting his time and energy on a loser ass female. Lazy, just don't wanna do nothing. Those people are too intelligent for that. They're not gonna waste their time on you. No. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that. Those women are those women that are hardworking, they gonna, that's like I said, all they gotta do is just listen to you talk for a little bit, and what you even got going. Nothing. You know, you can make up story, but they're gonna find out. You know, they didn't get to where they're at by luck. They put in a whole lot of work on themselves. So when they hear a person talking, they already know if you actually working on yourself or working on something, or you not. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, man, you don't want to be in a relationship. It's absolutely fine to tell people that. Listen, I'm not looking for nothing. I just want to have fun. I'm just enjoying life, and I'm just, you know, want to. Don't tell people you're trying to find yourself, because that's a lie. You're doing that thing. Already said that. You're not finding no self. Forget all that. Everybody knows it's 2025, man. Nobody falling for that. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, just people, you know, and they want to date. You know, you can't be dating people when you don't have a life per se. Like, you don't have a stable place. Like I said, the 4 places you need to be stable in is you have to be mentally stable, you have to be emotionally stable, you have to be financially stable. And I mean financially stable, not like rich or wealthy or whatever. You have a stable job that you got, you know, whether you went to school and graduated, got a degree, and that's what you doing as a career thing, path, that's what you're doing, you're on that, and you stable in that. That's your financial. You've been there for over 3 years or so, like that, working at that job or working on that degree path or whatever, you know, at whatever job, but you're stable in that area, and you have income that you relied on that's coming in at that job. You know, you file tax every year. Most of these people don't have that because they never work. They're so lazy and want to blame everybody else but themselves for not getting where they want to get to. You know, that's the stability. And now the fourth one is physically. You at a place, whether if it's an apartment or house, you know, a home. Not every house is a home anyways. People got houses, but it's not a home. I will have another video to explain that part too. I posted a message on there, but a bunch of people got houses, man. They just have a bunch of, never mind. But that's what I mean. The 4 stages, all right? Mentally stable, emotionally stable, financially stable, physically stable. And the physical also means your body. You are physically in shape, in good shape. You take care of your body. And then the home. So those are two stability in the physical part of these four categories. Okay. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say on that, man. I'm 15 minutes in. It was supposed to be short, but sometimes that happens where information comes in and you have to put it on the video or speak about it or speak on it. But anyways, it's your boy King J, man. Y'all have a blessed night. It is evening or morning, depending on where you at around the world. But once again, it's June. There's a lot of work to do. Boy, putting a whole lot of work. Stay tuned and we coming. You heard? Peace.